To appreciate the significance of these pebbles, it's important to remember that the Nile Delta has been deposited basically just from the mud that the River Nile brings down from the highland. So everything that is bigger than just mud has to be brought there by humans. Nature only provided very small sand and mud particles. So if you find a stone even as small as this one, or a pebble like that, you can be sure that some human brought it there. Nature would not have done it. And if humans bring a stone like that from a distance that is at least 10-20 kilometers from the desert, they must have had a reason for it. So when Edgar Pusch was excavating in Qantir, he had his staff record everything that is bigger than that, with the purpose to in the future understand a pattern of distribution, a pattern of what is found where, to then be able to interpret it. So that took us several years, and when we then finally in the 1980s and 1990s started to explore the possibility for glass making having taken place in Qantir in the past, suddenly these pebbles became important. Now these brown pebbles that you may be using to throw at your goat if it doesn't go the right way, or to keep the neighbor's dog away from your own sheep, those pebbles that were found across the site and everywhere. But importantly, there were also quite white pebbles. And we know from other work, ethnographic work in Afghanistan, from the Corning Museum of Glass, that these white pebbles are potentially raw material for glass. So Edgar Pusch had then the documentation pulled out and was looking where were these white pebbles clustering. And indeed, they were only found in a very small area, which happened to be exactly the area where we found the crucibles with the evidence for glass working and glass making. So suddenly the picture became clear. These white pebbles most likely were indeed raw material, the ones that we found just left over from the ancient craftspeople lost somewhere in the mud or something, but they were meant to be crushed using stone tools, which we also found on the site. And it takes only a few minutes to crush that stone pebble into a very fine flour-sized white powder, which is exactly then the raw material for the glass making. And when you add a little bit of copper to it and melt it in your crucible, you get these nice blue glass ingots. And it's these glass ingots. This is a small copy made by a student of mine, Stephen Merkel, which we found in an archaeological context, 175 of them in a shipwreck from the late Bronze Age, the Uluburun shipwreck off the Turkish coast, with glass coming from Egypt. So there's a direct link from these white pebbles and their meticulous recording by Edgar Pusch more than 30 years ago to the first ever possible reconstruction of late Bronze Age glass making, with a lot of technical details, and then to the Uluburun shipwreck with its fantastic international cargo documenting the long-distance shipment of glass ingots across the late Bronze Age world.